We are proud to offer the largest selection of New York State wines in the world. We have over 1,000 products in stock each and every day. Due to the department's enormous growth over the last several years and our dedication to growing along with the Finger Lakes wine industry, we have added an additional 68 feet of shelf facings. This will allow us to not only bring in more exciting New York State wines, but also allow us to give each winery their deserved amount of shelving space. The industry continues to grow notoriety on a global scale for their amazing world-class Riesling, and we couldn't be happier for all that they've accomplished. From sparkling wines to dessert wines and everything in between, our New York State department is second to none. Next time you stop in, be sure to check out this exciting new expansion at Market View Liquor. Hi everybody, wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in and checking out our new expansion of our New York State wines. John's going to go over some of the wines from the different regions that we carry.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to convey that how vast our New York wine selection is and how many regions there are within New York that make great wine. And I think you have Inspire, what used to be Imagine More, Inspire More down there now. It was one of the few wineries on Canandaigua Lake. They're right in the town of Naples. Really good people. I think most of these wineries, the biggest story is there's good stories behind all of the wines. That's don't have time for the stories on all of them right now. But Inspire More, very cool winery. 45 minutes from here or so. And then you have Ravines.
Yep, Ravines.
Yeah, Ravines, a French winemaker, opened a winery on Keuka Lake. I would guess about 10 years ago now, and making really some of the best and European styled wines in New York, and getting some of the most acclaim for any of the wines in New York.
Then we have the Three Brothers.
Three Brothers, quite new. I'd say only in the past 3 or 4 years, and they're up the northeastern portion of Seneca Lake, up near Geneva, and they have kind of a funky tourist destination. Several wineries on site. I think they have a brewery on site, so definitely plays more into that fun wine that really gets a lot of the tourists to the area to drink.
All right.
Local wine.
Still staying with the Finger Lakes, we have the Swedish Hill.
Swedish Hill is on Cayuga Lake, which I think Seneca Lake. We probably have 24 plus wineries. Definitely the most winery concentration in all the Finger Lakes. Keuka Lake, some of the best wineries, but not as many. Probably less than a dozen on the whole lake. Cayuga, after Seneca, has the most. So there's probably 15 or 20. Swedish Hill, one of the larger production-wise in all of the Finger Lakes, and definitely win some awards. They also own Goose Watch, and they're on Cayuga. I think they have a tasting room over on Seneca also. So production-wise, you see Swedish Hill around quite a lot.
Okay, and then moving away from the Finger Lakes, we have Martha Clara.
Martha Clara, Martha Clara is obviously. Being that we're in the Finger Lakes, people here look more for Finger Lakes wines. Long Island is pretty much just as respected a wine region. We're just so far away, but the New York City wine market is much more Long Island focused. Martha Clara, my sister actually got married there a couple years ago, and I know the place well. Martha Clara, owned by the Entermans family, makes Entermans donuts and all that stuff. They make very good wine, and they're out on the North Fork where 95% of the Long Island wineries are.
All right, and then we have the Thousand Islands.
Thousand Islands, I think we did skip Brotherhood here, which the region, Hudson Valley region, and Brotherhood, I guess, claims or is the first bonded winery in the country. So Hudson Valley, just a couple hours north of New York City, smaller region. I'd say there's maybe 30 wineries or so down there versus a few hundred on the Finger Lakes. So Brotherhood's just outside, 2 hours outside New York City, and quite possibly the oldest winery in the entire country.
Okay.
And where are we going from there?
We're at Thousand Islands.
Thousand Islands, pretty obscure region at this point. Thousand Islands, which is what, 2.5, 3 hours northeast of here,
all the way up 81.
Yeah, Thousand Islands Winery, really the only winery I think making a dent outside of that particular region right there.
Okay.
And finally, Erie, which south of Buffalo, an area known more for growing Concord grapes, jam grapes basically, but they are making some wine. Maréchal Vosges is a grape that does well in the cold climate, and Johnson Estate's probably the biggest winery out there. So just a good representation of the fact that we have wines from every single region that makes wine in New York. And,
very good. Yeah, well, with 1,000 different wines, we got a big selection. So come on out and check them out, or check the wines out online. Okay, thanks.